This gal right here, I think she introduced herself from Missouri originally. And this gal right here is actually one of the Clinch Mountain Sweethearts, for those of you that don't know. But this is her debut on this stage. Let's make her feel at home, at the heels of home in 2025. Thank you. She records for Bell Buckle Records, and she's based out of Virginia. Welcome to Virginia. Valerie Smith and Liberty Pike. Give it up.
Yes, I got to do that years ago with Ralph Stanley, and I'll tell a really quick story before I know already I'm telling stories, but I would not tell this story anywhere but here. You folks love Ralph Stanley, am I right? I mean, come on, that's what we're here for. So I lived in Nashville for a long time, and Rebel Records let me record on the Sweethearts album. Now, I did not feel worthy, but they let me in there. I was a new artist. So I was all nervous. So we were supposed to sing Little Maggie in the studio together. So I worked and I worked and I worked so hard on Little Maggie. And the bus, all right, you're good? No, that's all right. And so Ralph gets off the bus, he wears his hat, he's got the hat on, comes in the studio, he's about my height. That made me feel a little better. And he goes, I don't reckon I feel like recording Little Maggie today. So he chose a song I didn't know that well. I Remember You Love in My Prayers. I didn't know it, as well as I should. But you know what? We recorded it, and we both had asthma. We had something in common, and we didn't know it. And I'd give anything to have this on video in the studio. Right before the first beat and the first breath, we both lifted up our inhalers and went, when the curtains are not, and I thought, man, where's the video cam when you need it? That's my Ralph Stanley story. What do y'all think? He's a good guy. We're going to remember him, so I'm going to dedicate my show to him. I was telling his son, Ralph, too, that I feel like I owe a lot to Ralph, too, and his family, because I would have never gotten a Grammy nomination had it not been for his father's care and kindness to let me be on his album. So I'm really thankful to him, and I really think a lot of his kindness towards me, and I've always remembered that and thought that's how I should treat other people. So thank you so much. I'm Valerie Smith, and we're Liberty Pike, and we're going to do some music for you. You ready? It's called I'm Fine Being Me.
1, 2, 3.
I'm fine being me.
hands together, all right. Heart of sorrow, you had your way, but this time tomorrow our dreams will be dust. I'll be long gone. Good job, y'all. Best I can stay, but I have no choice. Our songs have been sung. This love has no voice. Hope and desire both had their chance, now they're all gone. Bridges and moons that fly through the sky, they all disappear like love in your eyes. Nothing is worth more than that is long gone. Heart of sorrow, you had your way, but this time tomorrow our dreams will be dust. I'll be long gone. Memories and moons, they fly through the sky. They've all disappeared like fire in your eyes. Nothing is worth more than that is long gone. Heart of sorrow, you had your way, but this time tomorrow our dreams will be dust. I'll be long gone. I will weep no more. Love is dying now. There's a distant shore. Heart of sorrow, you had your way, but this time tomorrow our dreams will be dust. I'll be long gone. Our dreams will be dust. I'll be long. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love train songs. I think they're good luck. I always add a train song to my albums or to my show. Now I don't know if it's brought me luck, but I feel I'm pretty happy, so it must have brought me luck. So there's just something about a train. Here we go. Here we go. On the line. It rocks you like a train, moves you like a breeze, shines in the distance when you see it through the trees. around introducing everybody. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let them leave this stage without you all knowing who they are. You know who they are. Okay, I'm gonna do a fun song that's, Ralph would probably tell me it's not bluegrass, but knowing Ralph, he'd forgive me. He'd forgive me, wouldn't he? I think he would. He's staring at me right there at the front of the stage. I just realized, I thought,
as long as those two fellas are still smiling, you're okay.
Yeah, they seem, the picture seems to be smiling still. You know, I wish I would have brought a camera now that I'm up here and took a picture of that. I think it's a momentous moment, don't you?
Oh yeah.
To being here and me had known him.
You want to have a moment?
A moment. Oh, I got a moment? Okay. Oh, he's going to take a picture. Thank you. Look at him with his phone on him.
Maybe you can.
All right, go. Valerie,
Valerie,
real quick.
Behind it. Yeah.
Valerie, did you say camera?
Thank you. Give Mike a hand.
Valerie
What a
still
guy.
said camera.
Valerie, did you say camera?
See, I don't dare bring a phone up here with me because if it rang, knowing me, I'd stop my show and say, yeah, no, can't do that right now. Then y'all would go, leave your phone off stage, Valerie. Okay, I'm hyper. Have you noticed this? And I do like coffee. I don't know if that causes the issue. Matter of fact, one time when I came off stage, this was funny. This lady that was a child psychologist, she came up to one of my band members and she was, you know, I have a son that has ADHD and I feel for Valerie. I know, you know, it's got to be a lot to keep up with her. And I laughed. I said, I've never been formally diagnosed, but maybe I do. It could be that. Anyway, I'm buzzed either way. So here we go. Stephen Who, guys? Buzzed like a honeybee, buzzed. Cause you're in love with me, well, pinball, yo-yo, can't stop, wanna go. Don't you know you got me buzzed, like a wound-up toy, buzzed. I wanna jump for joy, well, backflip, handspring, cartwheel, the whole thing, baby, you got me buzzed. Mama might have said you'll keep in your head and never overdo. But if love's a drug, I filled my mind, I can't be subdued. Well, I'm buzzed, like a down slow undone, like a down slow sunshine stir fry, a little on the wine side, baby, you got me buzzed. Right over here, Mike Mitchell. Joe Zonner. Gary Davis. I am Valerie Smith from Delivery Pike and Bus. Steady on was my daddy's song. You'll keep believing the kill. But when you hold me tight, I can dance all night. Cause you make me feel, well, I'm buzzed, like a cappuccino buzz, like the slots in Reno, down street, full street. Got the job on the creek, baby, you got me buzzed, like a honeybee buzz. Cause you're with me, well, pinball, yo-yo, can't stop, I wanna go. Don't you know you got me buzzed? Don't you know you got me buzzed? Don't you know you got me buzzed? There you go. I'm gonna get serious here for a moment. I am from the state of Missouri originally. My mom and dad still live there. About 12 years ago, I received a journal from my great-great-grandmother, Maggie. She was one of the first business ladies in the state of Missouri, in Plattsburgh, Missouri. And there's a whole lot of story that my parents and her other kids did not know about her life as a child growing up in the Midwest post-Civil War. And it was not an easy life. And the journal just broke my heart She had an abusive man. Her parents were very abusive to her, and she talked about having no shoes, holes in her dress in the wintertime, walking out in the snow barefooted, and doing all the work. And you know, I wasn't going to tell her story because I felt like it's not my story to tell. But I had a dream, and the dream was so strong, and she was in it. And I did not know my grandmother Maggie. But when I walked out of her store, there was a whole bunch of corn out there going back and forth to this beautiful music. And I turned around, and the one thing she said to me is, the world would be cruel to me. And I knew then this feeling was so strong, and the tears came on so strong for her pain, that I wanted to share her story because I thought, she's got something to say. And so this year, it took me 12 years to finalize the music, get it written, get it done right, because I only did it when I felt like it. I didn't do it when I didn't feel her in me, telling me her story through her journal. And so it's done now, but the next 2 months I'm going to be working on the release of it and video. And I'm a member of the Rotary Club in Virginia, and I want all proceeds from this musical to go to the Rotary Club to help children with polio, get polio shots and do good things like that, you know. I feel strongly about community. I feel strongly about giving back to community, and I think she did too. I think that's what we had in common, giving back. Even if your life may have been hard, she still gave back. She still had that love in her heart. So this is a little bit of Maggie's journal. I won't do a lot because it's kind of sad, but I related with this song because when I worked on the farm, my feet used to get so cold when we would haul wood, and my hands as a kid. I can remember it felt like they were gonna fall off. How many of y'all had that experience? I mean, so cold. My grandpa had a cast iron stove, like many people, and I'd go in the kitchen, I'd just cry and go, oh, my feet, my hands. And so this part of her story I related with, and it's called Warm My Feet and Cry. So this is new. Thank y'all for being patient with me, okay? I warm my feet and cry, oh Lord, I warm my feet and cry. Thank you. To add a little note on this, how I met Ralph too was last year in Colorado. And I had mentioned that I was inspired by Ralph Stanley when writing this musical, his lonesome and mournful sound. And I just really felt that in my heart. And it's kind of opera meets bluegrass, which is interesting. But, you know, it's interesting where you get your inspirations from to write, to sing. And it's an honor to be here to sing it here, since that was a big inspiration on this musical and how I felt like it needed to feel. This is another one called Long Time Ago, This Was My Dream, and this was the song that came out of it. And this is the first song of the musical. I recall the old windows, they danced in the shadows. That was a long time ago. I can see the old fireplace, how people's on the hot day, those trees rose early. Okay, well, let's cheer these folks up. Oh yeah, I got CDs over there. I got a whole bunch at my house too, if you need them. Right under my basement. I mean, I got so many CDs. You know, I'm getting old because 2 years ago I was at a festival and these cute little girls, I don't usually put my picture at the table, I don't know. You know, I don't know why anybody really want to take a picture at home of me. I get in my mind, I'm like, why? Where would they put it? You know, but so these little girls came and said, you got a picture of something you could sign? So I signed every one of those little girls a CD and gave it to them. And they looked at it and they went, wow. And they said, what is this? I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I'm gonna end on a coal mining song. Did he say 2 more? All right, you guys, I really want to introduce everybody up here. I didn't give them enough time to shine, and I want to. Tonight we'll do this. But this gentleman right here, he is an artist in his own right, an artist of an artist, and you can hear him on Sirius Satellite, the radio, his albums. He is like the pros of pros, and I'm so honored to have him on the stage with me. Mike Mitchell. I'm thankful.
Thank you, Val.
Gentleman over here, I met him at a jam session in Stony Point, Virginia. On Friday nights, he puts up with my fiddle playing.
Yes, I do.
So I said, well, anybody that'll put up with my fiddle playing, I'd like them to be in my band.
That's the only reason I'm here.
I love his singing, y'all, and I like his spirit, his attitude. I like his mandolin player. He's my friend, Gary Davis. Right back here, this gentleman, I think this is your second year with me.
It is.
Oh, and I've not scared you off yet? They love him in Virginia. He plays with so many different people musically, and he knows so many different styles. And the man keeps me straight. You know, when I'm going in the wrong direction in rehearsal or my ADHD thing kicks in, he goes, wake up, Valerie, wake up. I love him. He's a great bass player. Please make welcome Stephen Hu. This man over here, we just got married 2 years ago. Joe Zonner. Okay, I gotta tell you how he asked me to marry him. He is a retired lawyer. Okay, he got all romantic and fuzzy with me, and he said, you know, tax season is coming up. I said, yeah, it is. He says, we should get married and get a tax break. He had me at that. I said, you had me at taxes, baby. So there you go. That's our story. We got married by David McLaughlin, who's a great mandolin player, the Johnson Mountain Boys. David was sick. He had a mask on his face. Joe was sick with pneumonia. Now, we did this on New Year's Eve for tax reasons. David comes to our house. My dog, my corgi, was my ring bearer. His name's Ringo. And I had it on video for my parents. So it was a romantic wedding for all to see. This is a coal mining song. I love singing this song. You guys, thanks for being so kind to me in my first time here. I appreciate it, you sitting out there listening. You have a good rest of the day. This is called In Those Mines. In those
That's Valerie Smith and Liberty Pike. Great band right there. You can't take Missouri out of the gal. That's for sure. Hey, I used to work for Porter Wagner. He was an old Missouri boy. I mean, come on over here.
I've gained 20 pounds since I moved to Virginia. Y'all are making me fat, okay? It's all your good cooking here.
You're staying in Virginia now. She'll be back later on tonight. Didn't you enjoy her show?
Yeah!
Fantastic. We got a great group coming up here in just a moment. I really enjoyed that. Want to remind you that we've got the Wise County Shrine Club here. They do a lot of wonderful things for a lot of people. And they're up there selling chances. They've got something neat. They're going to be giving away a Harley Davidson motorcycle. And they're over there on the other side of Ralph's. So if you get a chance, go. And they have the Harley Davidson up here on site. So go by and see the Wise County Shrine Club as they do their drawing for their Harley Davidson. And get involved with that and try to help the Wise County Shriners as much as possible. Now, our staff is doing a separate 50-50 drawing, and it's easy to participate in that. And again, we're going to do that 50-50 drawing at 8 o'clock tonight. So you've got some time on that. And don't forget our food vendors, our record table, and so forth. We appreciate you coming on out early this afternoon.